Hello, my dear Dharma friend. So let's continue the Sutra Perfect Enlightenment. We finished at page 92. So please click the PDF file. Let's study. Actually, I found a very interesting statement here in page 98. So it's a translator's note. Provisional explanation or expedient means by Buddha is a vital important aspect of Buddha's teaching and is directly related to the concept of two truths, the real or absolute. Buddha's teaching is the immediate apprehension of the true nature of existence, which has no duality. So Buddha's teaching has two truths. One is relative truth, one is ultimate truth. So I'll give you a very easy analogy here is if I use my finger pointing this way, so everybody knows it's pointing up. So this direction is up. But this is only a relative truth. So if we go to outer space, the astronaut will know this will be not up, neither up nor down, nor left nor right, neither left nor right, actually. So in outer space, you cannot say this is up. So this is ultimate truth. So in ultimate truth, which has no duality, is perfect in itself and inconceivable. The content of the chapter 1, the dialogue between Manjusri Bodhisattva and the Buddha, is emblematic of this kind of teaching, ultimate teaching, which says all the phenomena world is illusion. This is really straight, very straight. Most world people cannot understand this. So that's why Manjusri Bodhisattva is the representative of wisdom, ultimate wisdom. He told you directly that all the experience what we can see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and think are ultimately not real. So that's the Manjusri Bodhisattva statement in chapter 1. But for most people who need gradual approaches, then there's the other 11 chapters. Now we are on page 98, which is chapter 2, a dialogue between Samantabhadra Bodhisattva and Buddha. So we are page 98. We just hear the content of chapter of Manjusri is emblematic of this kind of teaching, the ultimate teaching. But the fact is, as Samantabhadra Bodhisattva states here, that almost all sentient beings are completely bound in their illusory perceptions and conceptions. And when they hear the truth, the ultimate truth, it goes over their head and makes no sense. They cannot grasp it. Therefore, the Buddha, adapting to the various capacities of the followers. So there's only one truth, but we have different capacities of the seekers. That's why Buddha has the convenient way or expedient way of teaching or a relative truth. Buddha, adapting the various capacities of his followers, provisionally gives them a teaching that they can grasp. We call it gradual enlightenment. which includes physical and mental techniques like meditation, breath management, stress management, even uh, mental techniques. All kinds of mindfulness, concentration, meditation techniques to purify body and mind. But since these methods are provisional, expedient, convenient way of the ultimate teaching, so the practitioners are apt to hold to them as reality. It's, it's wrong. So in this sutra and others like it, the Buddha will often undermine the substantiality of the provisional teaching soon after giving it. So it's very interesting. It's like you are a professor. You are the professor in a university. You want to teach a student, but you cannot teach the grade one student to the ultimate teaching. You have to say, okay, this is the basic teaching of how you can get the doctor degree. So you have one step, two step, three step. You have different steps. We call gradual enlightenment or teaching, the relative teachings. But ultimately, all the Buddha's teaching is try to help us to realize the ultimate truth, non-duality. Okay, so I'll repeat this again, maybe page 98. A provisional explanation or expedient means is a vital, important aspect of the Buddhist teaching and is directly related to the concept of the two truths, relative or absolute. Buddha's teaching is the immediate apprehension of the true nature of existence, which has no duality, non-duality, which is perfect in itself, perfect and complete in itself, and is inconceivable. The content of the chapter Manjusri is emblematic of this kind, the ultimate teaching. But the fact is, the second chapter, Samantabhadra, states that almost all sentient beings are completely bound in their illusory perceptions and conceptions. And when they hear the ultimate truth, it goes over their head and makes no sense. Therefore, Buddha, adapting to the various capacities of his followers, provisionally gives them a teaching that they can grasp. Sudden enlightenment or convenient teaching, which includes physical and mental techniques that purify body and mind, like mindfulness, like morality, precepts, meditation, concentration, and so on. But since these methods are provisional and practitioners are apt to hold to them as reality, so there's a lot of seekers who holds morality, precepts, or meditation as the final destination. No, it's a gradual method of the Buddha to reach the ultimate truth, suchness, emptiness, non-self, or non-reality, non-duality. Sorry. In this sutra and others like it, that's why Buddha will often undermine substantiality of the provisional teaching soon after giving it. Very interesting, right? Okay, page 98. Let's go to the key sentence here. So you can read by yourself. Okay, so in chapter 2, or the conversation or question and answer between Samantabhadra Bodhisattva and the Buddha, in page 103, there's very, very important verse here. 善男子，知幻即离，不作方便，离幻即觉，亦无渐次. So page 103. In English, good sons, when you know illusion, you are immediately free, without devising expedient means. Freedom from illusion is in itself enlightenment. And there's no stages. Very, very important statement or answer by Buddha. So when you know illusion, you are immediately free without devising expedient means. So the key word here is know. You know all the experiences, what we can see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and think are all illusions. When you know this, you are immediately free without any expedient means. You don't meditate to know, because the true reality is that all the phenomena world is transient, changing, ever changing, is finite, is conditioned, is limited. But you, as pure awareness, is unconditioned, unlimited, unbounded, formless, open, transparent. One. You are that. So once you know it, when you know illusion, you are immediately free. There's no gradual means. Freedom from illusion in itself is enlightenment. Freedom from illusion, 离知幻即离，不作方便，离幻即觉. So when you are free from illusion, from all experiences, you know. As enlightened being, you know all experiences is there, but you know they are illusion. That's all. They're fundamentally all experiences is not you. Freedom from illusion is in itself enlightenment. 离幻即觉. So 亦无渐次. There is no stages. There's no steps. There's no gradual enlightenment. You just know it. All the gradual enlightenment, gradual approaches is to know. Is this true knowing? How beautiful it is. So I repeat. In Chinese, we say, 善男子，知幻即离，不作方便，离幻即觉，亦无渐次. That's the answer from Buddha to Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, how to practice. You practice, it's a practice for knowing. The illusions are illusions not because you meditate. The illusions are illusions not because you do something or not do something. Illusions are fundamentally, originally illusions. That's it. You know, they are originally unreal. good sons, 善男子, when you know illusion, you are immediately free. Without devising expedient means, the illusion is illusion not because you meditate. It's because you know. And you apply this knowing into your everyday life. Everything we are aware of is changing, finite, conditioned, limited. Freedom from illusion is in itself enlightenment. 离幻即觉，亦无渐次。So this is page 103. I will paste in my descriptions of this video. So people who want to actualize the nature of enlightenment must be free from all these illusory realms. So basically the phenomenal world, what we can see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and think. If we can just free themselves and not again produce their discriminations, then there will be no more illusion. Your conscious mirror, your four-dimensional conscious mirror that reflects, and you know all the reflection fundamentally is not real. You are living in the Dharma realm. You are living in the realm of awareness. And all objects, all the contents, all the relationship, all people in your awareness, you know, are only reflections of you. Fundamentally, no contents of the reflection has true self. It does not mean that you don't care, you don't love, you don't cherish. Actually, you care, love, and cherish in a deeper level, much profound level, because everything is you now. But you don't expect any result from a relationship. You know fundamentally everything is perfect, complete, unbounded, unlimited, unconditioned. Once you realize your true nature, you can realize every other's true nature. Everybody living in the Buddha realm. Only the awakened one knows that. And in Buddha's eye, there's no sentient beings. Everybody is Buddha. If everybody is Buddha, Buddha loses meaning. So there's no enlightenment to attain, to realize. There's no ignorance to remove either. That's the highest teaching of Buddha. So we're page 104. You can keep reading by yourself. Again, I will pick up the most important verses here. So page 105. 一切菩萨及末世众生依此修行，如是乃能永离诸幻。So all bodhisattvas and sentient beings of the degenerate age who depend on this practice will accordingly be able to free themselves from all illusion. So what practice? The practice of you know that all the phenomena world is fundamentally not real. That's all, unreal. That's all. Again, when you know illusion, you are immediately free without devising expedient ways. Freedom from illusion is in itself enlightenment. There's no stages. There's no steps. 知幻即离，不作方便；离幻即觉，亦无渐次。That's the practice. That's the ultimate, the shortcut of all the practices. You know. So, page 106, commentary by Kiwa. The meaning of sudden and gradual has been fully explained. Thus, it is said, those of sharp faculties practice using the sudden; those of the dull faculties practice using the gradual. The application of this is to practice according to the various teachings as appropriate. Then you will be able to free from all illusions and actualize the nature of enlightenment. So page 106, there's a gata here. Simplified version of the answer by Buddha to the question of the Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. 尔时世尊欲重宣此义而说偈言：普贤汝当知，一切诸众生，无始亦无明，皆从诸如来，缘觉心见力，犹如虚空华。依空而有相，空华亦若复灭。虚空本不动，幻从诸觉生，幻灭觉圆满，觉心不动故。若彼诸菩萨及末世众生，常应远离幻，诸幻悉皆离，如木中生火，木尽火还灭。觉识无间次，方便亦如是. So in English, then In the world honored one, wanting to restate the gist of this, spoke a verse. He said, Samantabhadra, you should know, the beginningless illusory ignorance of all sentient beings is all created from the perfectly enlightened mind of all Tathagatas. It is just like the sky flowers that appear in relation to the sky. Though the sky flowers vanish, the sky has never changed. Illusion is born from enlightenment. In the cessation of illusion, enlightenment remains perfectly complete. This is because the enlightened mind is changeless. If these bodhisattva and sentient beings of degenerate age always appropriately separate from illusion, they will completely free themselves from it. So, to put in a more simple way, we experience everything, right? Every day, every moment. But a Buddha, a Bodhisattva, can be free from all experiences because they know all experiences are illusion. Fundamentally, they are not real. Just like sky flowers of a cataract uh, patient who has the eye problems. That's all. That's a true knowing. Though the sky flowers vanish, the sky has never changed. You still experience all the world in your relation, family, in your company, in your playground, in your, sports courts, everywhere and everywhere. But you just have fun, have a movie of life. Actually, this knowing will help you enjoy every moment more and more in a much deeper and profound level, in a much clear and transparent perspective view, like this moment actually. Actually, if you really know all the illusion, all the phenomena world is illusion, and you, the awareness is real. There's no illusion, there's no enlightenment. Everything just in perfect, complete suchness. You're living in a total non-duality. There's no enlightenment. There's no illusion. There's no samsara. There's no nirvana. There's neither sentient beings nor Buddha. If you are enlightened, then there are no stages of practice. There is such a there nor there is there such a thing as expedient means. So we're page 107 now. The ultimate truth is not subject to your meditation or not meditation. The ultimate truth does not rely your mindfulness or your not mindfulness. You see that? There's something subject to nothing at all. So page 107, commentary by Kiwa. Illusions arises from enlightenment, like the flowers that appears in the sky flowers. This is aspect creating characteristics because of confusion regarding reality. Because of confusion regarding reality. When illusion ceases, the nature of enlightenment is self-self. When the flowers vanish, the nature of the sky remains as it always was. This is the aspect of going against flow and returning to one's nature. The Buddha has taught these two aspects to encourage sentient beings to separate themselves from illusion. Thus, the culmination of both of these teachings are disclosure of the partial and going against the flow. It is the encouragement to separate from illusion. Yet it also said, in separating from illusion, there are differences of gradual and sudden. So starting from page 108, there was another chapter 3. It's a question and answer by Universal Vision Bodhisattva and Buddha. So we'll study tomorrow. I will put the most important verse in the description of this video. Thank you. Bye now.